How else can we solve moral hazard problems? Well, there's a potential role here for governments. Governments can force particular information to be revealed that would make visible the choices that people are making that would otherwise be hidden. So as an example of that, imagine a restaurant trying to create tasty food. It's broadly got two ways of doing that. It can add low quality but good tasting ingredients. Fats and sugars and salt, these all taste good but aren't necessarily very good for us. Or they could use really high quality ingredients and well-trained chefs. And that's another way that they could make really high quality food, good tasting food. By forcing restaurants to reveal the calorie count of the food they're providing, we can learn which of these is taking place. If we see food that has an unusually high calorie count, there's a good chance that that restaurant is using lots of sugars and fats to make its food tastier rather than those high quality ingredients. Similarly, as individuals, we have a really hard time knowing what goes into the medicines that we take. And so the government can monitor those drug companies through the Federal Drug Administration, the Food and Drug Administration, in order to make sure that those drug companies are actually giving us what it is that we're expecting. Lastly, we could make sure that we choose the right kind of agents, that is, the type of agents who aren't likely to screw us over, who aren't likely to perform badly when they're not being watched. One nice example of this is that we could hire people from within a social group that we're a part of. Because now if that person betrays us by not working hard or stealing from us or something like that, they suffer consequences not just from us, their employer, but from the rest of that social group. So hiring somebody from your own church, for example, is a great way to get somebody to work really hard, because they'll know that everyone else from the church will find out if they don't do a good job for you. Brand name restaurants or brand name cars or brand name whatever is another good way that we can ensure that companies aren't going to screw us over if they have a reputation that they want to protect, if they have a brand name that means something to other people, then they don't want to screw us over, because then other people will find out that we've been screwed over by this brand that should have been trustworthy, and then we'll be less likely to buy from that brand in the future.